from this angle you can kind of see that hazing I was talking about. See that line that's on the short side and the long side here? Now one of the things about that I noticed is when I had it full of water doing the water test, you really can't see that. It's practically invisible. But I don't like it. I'm not satisfied with it, so I'm going to probably make this side the back of the tank. You look over here, these are the materials I've already gathered up, ready to go. Got some newspaper and some masking, some painter's tape, and some Krylon spray paint. Going with Krylon, it's multi-purpose. It's not fusion, but this, I've used it on plastic in the past, and it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you can see I've spent a little bit of time taping the tank up. Got newspaper on all the places I don't want paint to go. And check this part out. I went ahead and taped the opening of the aquarium. This is the top, or the normal opening. Taped it shut so I don't get any paint inside. This is what's going to be the back of the aquarium. So this is all going to get painted black. Now the technique that I'm going to use is I'm going to focus on the trim. I'm going to get the trim painted out, and then I'll come back and do the back glass. And the thing about the glass is in the past I've used paints that would not adhere to the glass when it was sitting up like this. So I'll have to do the trim. I'll see if it'll stick. If it looks like it's running, I'll have to just let the trim dry all the way and then lay the tank over to where it's flat and do it. That remains to be seen. One other thing I wanted to say is this is how I'm going to do it. It is not necessarily the way to do it. So if somebody else out there has some suggestions or some critiques of my technique, let me know. You know, because the reason I make these videos is not because I think I'm any kind of an expert, but because I want to share the knowledge that I have, and more specifically try to keep people from making the same mistakes that I've made. I've made some huge blunders and murdered millions of fish, it seems like, because I did some bonehead thing. The last couple of years I've really started to rely on YouTube, or the YouTube community, to keep me out of trouble and to give me some ideas, point me in the right direction when I don't know where to go. And now I'm trying to share my own little bit of knowledge. Rainy, drizzly, dreary day. Great day to work on fish tanks. Alright folks, we got the first coat of spray paint on. Didn't really have any issues to speak of. I was very pleased with how well it stuck to the glass. I didn't have to turn the tank over. Got it all done in one shot. I don't think it'll need another coat, but I have another can available if I need it. At this point, I'm just going to quit messing with it and give it a couple hours to dry, and then I'll let you guys see how it looks when I take the tape and paper off. So I'm not real sure how this is going to work out. I'm going to try to do the unveiling, so to speak, while the camera's running. Try to keep the camera steady. I say camera, but it's really just my cell phone. Well, on the surface, I have to say everything looks pretty good so far. I'm not sure how this video is going to come out. It may or may not get posted. And pile of paper over there. Pull some tape off. Looks pretty good. I've got a good I think I chose a satin black, so you know it's not too shiny, not too flat, and appears to have come out pretty good. Here's the background. Can't see through it. Seems pretty even and matte. That's the way you want it to be. Okay, you can still see a little bit of the that hazing I was talking about earlier. I'm not sure if that'll come out in the video or not, but it's there. When there's water in the tank, it becomes all but invisible, but I'm still not satisfied with it, and I'll probably come back and attack it again with a razor blade. As far as the black goes, man, that's black. Black, black, black. Black as night. There's some more of that residue I was talking about. Now, just for the just so everybody knows, that when I first started working on that mineral buildup, I started with just white vinegar, which it did nothing. And I've had great luck with it in the past, but on this occasion, it was just, that mineral just laughed at the vinegar. So I bought some Lime Away, a commercial product you can get at Walmart, Lowe's, Depot, wherever. And it helped a little. And then I went back and asked the guy what the best chemical for removing minerals is, and he said CLR, calcium, lime, and rust. And it had some effect. It worked well. And the other thing I did is I actually filled the tank up with water and put a huge dose of the CLR in it and just let it soak. And it sat in my driveway for about a week. And then I came back and scrubbed it again, and that got the majority of the mineral buildup off. However, I don't want to try to be misleading. There is some still left, and I don't know if it'll go or not. I'll keep working on it, and if somebody has some suggestions on how to get rid of the little haze that is left, man, I'd love to hear it, because so far vinegar didn't work, Lime Away didn't work, CLR didn't work. And I started to buy some junk at the Lowe's, and the guy was afraid that it would dissolve the glass, and I don't want to do that, so I stuck with the regular over-the-counter stuff. But if that doesn't work, man, please somebody give me a heads up, because it's still there. So I guess now we are approaching the end of Chapter 1. The next step is going to be the stand and the canopy/lights. I'll work on that next week or so. Next weekend maybe I'll get started. Until then, everybody take care. Have a great day.